Yep. Oh, there I am. It was not showing me a signal, so there we go. Hey everyone. How's everyone's day going? It's been a minute. I've been busy. I've been very busy. I've also been kind of fearing that start streaming button because like I once I start streaming it's completely fine, but man, that button sometimes it kind of scares me. Um Other than that, yeah, things have been pretty okay. Today I thought I would take you guys a little bit back in time for a bit. Sherman set the Wayback Machine for about December 2010, I think this was. I had just This was the same year I believe I had yeah, it was. Same year that I got my first orchestral music software for Christmas. Uh, East West Quantum Leap Symphonic Orchestra Silver Edition. That was the cheapest one that I could that they could. I was like, hey, I like making orchestral music. Can I make orchestral music with this? And one of the first things I did with it, I remember coming back out of um, seeing the movie Tron Legacy with my grandpa. Wonderful dude and wonderful movie. And I got super inspired for a song because of that film. The song would go on to be known as Galactic Hero, which featured on my first cinematic album. God, it's been so long. The album came out in 2013, but Danger and Destiny was what the album was called. Yeah, it was my first cinematic album.
Ah, we're going way back in time, where the roots started to grab traction to grow its stump and branches. This'll be a crazy stream, and no doubt there'll be a banger to go along with it. Let's jam.
Thank you so much, man. um, but yeah, essentially, it was my first cinematic album, Danger and Destiny. It's the first song on there on Bandcamp. I I don't advertise that album mainly because it's so dated now. I feel like I can do a lot better. At least I think so. But I'll give you a piece of what the original sounded like just so you guys can hear it for yourselves. This is the main motif bit of Galactic Hero. I think that had like some updates circa 2012 because I there were some timpani rolls in there I did not hear originally. Um, it's Corey. Corey has entered the chat. Hello. Or is it? Yeah. So it's me. It's our blast through singer. Everybody. He's back in Vegas. Oh no. um, he and I just he just he and I just had a visit. He came over to where I live, and we basically had a bunch of recording sessions together for some other music. Not this one, but later on in the future, perhaps I will showcase those. So that was Galactic Hero. 2011, 2012 era. So long ago now. And then I think I made a version in 2017. I not too proud of that one. Not because I think it's bad or anything. It's just not what I would like to show here. But then I don't remember making this. I kind of remember making this, but I really don't. I was trying to demonstrate a theme across different modes, different transposed modes for like music theory. Sorry. And this is the B theme for Galactic Hero. So yeah, there's those two things I'm going to be translating into a brand new version of this song. We want music fact. And the fact is, actually, the fact is I'm going to be redoing that here in a second, but I want to also say there is another new version of this. An old, new, old, 2019, 2020 version of this. Yeah, it was 2019, sorry. On my cinematic album called Cove, the universe from where this is supposed to be. This theme is supposed to be from. Trying to collect my thoughts. The only reason I'm not sharing that here is because DistroKid has this thing where it I apparently can copy claim my own music unintentionally, or YouTube can copy claim my own music because it's I activated Content ID through DistroKid, the distributor that I use to post said song to all platforms like Spotify, iTunes, etc. And it Content IDs them, and I can't whitelist them anymore because for some reason they removed the whitelist page and I can't access it anymore. If that's changed, I would love to know. Actually, let me see if I can. Okay, no, I'm not doing that now. I'm not doing that now. That it's one. One, I don't have too much time. Two, it just asked me to log in and I'm lazy. So let's just go straight to the music. Actually, I can, however, link it here for you guys. This was sort of a milestone video on my Techno Cinema channel. There you go. Hello, Lexiconus and Alpha Beta. Welcome. Okay, so I have a whole setup here. 16 MIDI channels, all basically assigned to Contact. I have my Hydrasynth here, and I got something really amazing that I figured out how to do recently. So I have my Hydrosynth here, my Hydrosynth Explorer, my synthesizer. It did. Ooh, it's not playing through there. Or is it? Oh, it is. You guys can hear that, right? Essentially, Twitch and YouTube. I'm simulcasting. I'm just making sure you guys can hear. This preset is called Corey's Lead, and it's literally the if I just add a little bit of vibrato to that, it's literally the it's that. It's literally that synth. Hey Nico, how's it going? Oh my goodness. But that's not what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you was I can control it from the DAW. Not just the synth itself. I have a MIDI cable plugged into it where I can send a signal to the device and then back into my PC as audio. Oh man, okay, so that's not the synth I want to be using, or that's not the preset I want to be using right now though, so come back to this a little bit later. I also recorded some Behringer Edge beats beforehand. I didn't do it before I start. I didn't do it after I started the stream because it comes through my microphone. Or it comes through the same input signal as my microphone. So, what we want to do is want to find a good, not this specifically, but a good, like, soft piano sound. I know Piano Book has a couple of those. I don't necessarily want... Oh, long piano. What's this? That's neat. If you haven't taken note of the tempo of this, oh wait, you can't even see the tempo. Oops. Oh man, okay, it's covered up by the dono goal. I don't know why the dono goal isn't working, by the way. Oh, and maybe it's only it's only counting tips. So the super chat for some reason didn't go through. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. The tempo is 122, by the way. I have to be meta with this. So we got our... We got our bass progression, and we got our melody. duplicate that. This time we want to go up to... And we've got this. And then at the end, we got a little da da da. It's not necessarily the sound I want for a piano. What's this? Piano choir. Could be good for some background. What's serendipity clusters? Some of these I just completely forget what these are. Ooh. Ooh. I'm liking that a lot. Let me try something. Nope, that's the wrong one. Probably not for this track, but that's pretty as heck. Maybe. Let's try this. And have these be. It's gonna be that next channel over. I'm gonna add let's add replica to this. Replica is my it's a nice little delay plugin from Native Instruments. I mostly use it for its diffusion setting, which makes it sound like this. Gives it that long echo. Get some EQ. And my gut is telling me tiny bit of crusher. Let's add some mids to that. Okay. This goes up here, right? Then let's add another cello section. Or that could work, actually. That's probably what I'm going to do instead. Oops. What happened there? Oh, that's what happened there. Intro would make a great Linkin Park song. I feel like you're right. But yeah, I wanted to see what I'm doing there with the kind of major and minor. By the way, the major first section and the minor in the second section to end those off. So in the first one, it's a major key, and the second one is minor. Kind of thinking about kind of fluctuating between those two, making them work together somehow. I think that's my solution. So that's a good setup for our first section. Make that more varied as I need to, but let's move on to ah! Now, I don't want to just do I don't want to just copy that for the next bit. Let's see what else we can do. Another thing I wanted to add was somewhere. Honk. These will just be somewhere in the background. Gonna have a little pulsing, a slow pulse with those bass clarinets, and I'll probably let the bassoons and contrabassoons join them. Oops. Will that even work? What? Must add. little bit of reverb. Need to put it like maybe clone this for right before the final bit, because I want to have two versions of this. Maybe this the other way around. And at some point, I'm going to have to start making more of the percussion, because this is a very hybrid percussion. Like it's not heavy on it, but it is driven by it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that backbeat. Where in the world is Damage 2? Not to be confused with its overly used predecessor, Kitchen Nightmares! If any of you have seen Pymation's Gordon Ramsay animation recently, I did the music for that, and I had to do a bunch of like just straight up, where is it? Just straight up Damage rhythmic suites, unedited, epic organic ensemble full or elements. Yeah, you know the ones. They go like it's raw. Sorry. It's got a bit of Ramsay in my throat. This one, on the other hand, I am going to do some experimenting, actually. Because this is what it normally would sound like. Ignore the meatware. But yes, that is pretty much Damage to. That's basically the regular Armageddon ensemble. I'm going to focus just on close mics for everything right now. Take out the hall. Might mute for just a sec to see if I can squeeze anything snarey out of my Behringer Edge. 1 second. So what's going on right now, essentially, it's just my thing is just going. That's all it's doing. And I'm trying to see if there is anything I can do. I guess that'll just have to do. So, I'm trying to do as much of the electronic noises as possible without using synth presets. So, I'm probably going to still have to use them at some point. I'm still getting used to this. However, right now, I'm just going to record these. Okay. That should be enough. I can literally just... Let's crop these down. Put a parametric EQ on these. Maybe a couple. Go to a crusher on this too. Ooh. I'm enjoying how that's sounding. So altogether, we could have it like this. Maybe just one every 2 measures. All right. Let's figure this thing out. Let's go back to our more exciting patch. See if this can handle it. Ooh. Not great, but we'll work with it for now. Maybe double up with the flutes. Just a simple Oh. Last time I did this with cellos, and or celli, and they did not sound. Well, actually, let me. I don't know if they can even. I mean, I bet they could. I just don't know how difficult it would be. I guess I could still. I'm trying to make this as realistic to like what an orchestra could play. Truth be told, but you know, I can branch out here. This is gonna have to be. What's going on? Okay, that's what's going on. kind of navigating my way around how this is going to sound. This is nowhere near the final product yet. But at least now I'm getting to the motif with the French horns. Da, 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 da. That is second one. No trombones. And I'm not gonna make that. I'm gonna make that a cimbasso. Cimbasso? No. Contrabass tuba. What if I went up? And that's supposed to be where the B theme begins, not where it ends. That, so I'm just gonna put that there. Forzo. Forzo is going to be... It's the full ensemble. There you go. There we go. So to accompany that, we're gonna have little unbalanced. I'm hearing a lot of that. So right now it's mostly just the orchestra doing all the work. forgot. That's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be... that, yes. It's supposed to be B. Oh. And I did the wrong one. I'm wondering something. Nah, wouldn't be as impactful. Wouldn't be as grandiose as I want it to be. Let's see. Sorry, I got a little carried away. Let me see if I can... Honestly, that ain't too bad. Simple. But multifaceted. Which I like. I like that a lot in a synth. So let's... Sweetness. Okay, there we go. record that into here. What am I doing? It's not at all what I wanted to do. Whoops. Actually, hold on, because there we go. It sometimes cuts off in the middle, or in the middle of the first note, so I needed to give it some space. Sorry if I'm not talking as much, by the way. I'm in the zone. What's going on? Okay, so, I'm sorry. What's going on here? This is why YouTube is... there has been an entire, there's an entire, you guys have been talking and I haven't been seeing it. Not that I've been ignoring chat at all. The live streaming tab on YouTube is a little bit screwy, so sorry about that, guys. Woo! All right. Okay, that's fantastic. So there's a bunch of you that I didn't even see. Also, it is picking up all the noise. Let's get rid of that. Let's get this out of there. Get out of there. It's still picking up noise. Where is it coming from? There it goes. Okay, so we have our first synth for that. Just having that backing synth is doing wonders for this thing. Let's listen to it without. It just adds a little bit more of an oomph to the brass and a bass layer overall. this. Just gonna have that at the beginning and this at the end. Need some cymbals. Need some high end. We've been focusing on the low end. Actually, more focusing on the mid end, actually. Got the low end, sort of. Another idea I had was instead of just could modify that and turn it into an ARP. I think I like that a lot. And what do I do about this? I love that the visualizer on the screen is picking up the background noise of my my setup and nothing else. So all you're seeing is noise. So I'm gonna do a second round of this time. Forgot to do this. There we go. rougher than I liked, but it'll work. I want to see how that works in comparison to what I already have here. Oop. Let's get rid of those and this. Why is it mono? Is anybody hearing that? Anybody hearing it in mono? Much better. Just a little nudge. Oh. Just noticed something about that. That's not supposed to be in a minor key. This segment, I think I'm going to add tremolo strings, oh, that's going to have to be tremolo violas too. Looking, so I read chat and I'm like, you want to put me where? Drums of Burke. Yeah. I'm gonna put you behind the bass! But yeah, anyway, where's the patch I was just working on? Here it is. Maybe a second viola section, because actually no, let's use violins too. works in progress, in my opinion, are better than the final product. In a way, kinda. There's a magic to knowing how it was made and the little things, every little thing that goes into making it. There's the final product itself, which hopefully will be good on its own. And then there's also, you know, the actual process of producing it, which holds its own weight, you know? Now, I think the last part for this, or one of the last bits, the next bit at the very least, is going to be finding an accompanying synth for these French horns. Because I got this. Oh, it's not even coming through. Oh. Which is fine, but in my opinion, it's a little too wowy. We can come back to this one if we need it. It's A patch 13, patch A13. Hello, hello. What inspired this song? It sounds so video game-esque. Basically Tron Legacy. I watched it in theaters in 2010 with my grandpa, and you know, I think it was December 2010, because that was right around when I had my first, you know, orchestral software. That's what I got for Christmas, and essentially, like right after that, I had this melody in my head. I wanted to write it down. I wanted to jot it down, and you know, I was trying to keep it in my head all the way home, and then I finally got on my laptop. Yes, it was a laptop back then. And then just kind of wrote down the first few notes, and that's what became the first version of Galactic Hero. Well, this isn't the first version, but you get the idea. That was 2010, late 2010. Now we've gotten to now, and now it's this. Which I feel like it needs some more reverb. This needs some more reverb. Loading screen vibes with 2010. 2010. There you go. Exactly. The song itself is called Galactic Heroes. Galactic Hero or Galactic Heroes. This version is going to be called Galactic Heroes. And it's for a story I've been developing since 2009. Yeah, just a year before I went to go see that movie. Excuse me. It's not anything that's been really shown yet on Mattercell, but it's something I hope to produce. It won't be in the near future by any means because it's a big project, but I hope to, someday have enough of a crew to kind of make this thing real. It's a big old like science fiction type of story. Love the way you mix in electronic instruments with orchestral instruments. This is great for making music trailers nowadays. Yeah, absolutely. It's something I've been trying to, hence the name Techno Cinema. It's something I've been trying to do since I started my brand. Technically, you guys have seen one character from this universe, and that's Scythe. At least the version of Scythe that isn't Minecraft Avastera Scythe. It's the yellow guy from the testing a new rig video. The yellow armored dude with Tear of Grace's voice for some reason. Let's see. Majestica. Percussion Master. The Master Percussion Library from 8DO Majestica. Let's see how this fares. Dude, what? How do you remember that Ocean View? I mean, I do. I remember that, but like that's I think I shelved that story or at least modified it. However, it is part like the character or at least what he became is part of this universe. To at least some extent. God, I don't even remember what I remember the broad strokes of of Sidewinder's story. I don't remember exactly what happened in there. That was high school days. Could have those in the background. Okay, T, hope you feel better soon. And thank yous very much. Working on the piece electronic orchestral stuff using only stock plugins. I can say from the 5 seconds left. it's all about, you know, stretching your muscles, seeing how far you can go with a specific thing. Because I've been doing this for almost, oh my god, it's been almost 20 years. I it's 19 years as of September this year. The first the digital audio workstation I ever owned was called Sony Acid Music Studio 6.0. Actually, no, that's a lie. It was Sony Acid XMC, then Sony Acid Music Studio. It was the people that made Vegas Pro before Vegas Pro got bought out and Acid got bought out by Magix. I even still have a profile on Facebook. I think there's so many cobwebs on it now that I haven't. I've mostly been focusing on Blue Sky. Um, Twitter just out of a matter of principle of just having connections there. Um, Goodness gracious. So yeah, I think I'm... God, I remember just beginning my journey in Minecraft in 2013. It was I was on a server with some old friends of mine. And then, like, you know, we did vanilla for a while, and then, you know, 1.7.10 mods came around, and then suddenly I was in a server with those same friends, and we had mod packs. It was it was a foreign concept to me at the time. Uh you know, and then, you know, one person was maining, you know, Thaumcraft, and then the other one was Britannia, and then Blood Magic and Alchemical Wizardry was the third guy. Those friends, by the way, are the inspirations of three of the other characters in Avastera: Rush, Bones, and Jay. Um, I would have brought them back as the voices. They were originally the voices for their respective characters. However, I think the problem, the issue is re-records of lines were going to be a pain in the ass, especially now that I'm moved out of where I used to live with them or near them. Yeah, essentially that was the new voices part of my I'm back with news announcement. Do you think of the Minecraft movie? I haven't watched it yet. I've heard it is fun bad. And I've seen the videos. I've seen the memes of that moment in the theaters. Those poor cleanup crew. Cleanup crews across the country. I feel for you. But no, I have not seen it yet in full. All I know about it is Jack Black is Jack Blacking all over the place. Looking for the old Contact player because I downloaded 2 gigabytes of instruments for it. So, wait, the old player no longer. The I think they discontinue players. I don't necessarily know if this is true, but they do update the software and as if it was the same software. So I don't know if they have the old versions of deprecated software on native instruments. But I know the Contact player has trouble playing third-party instruments that don't have like library stuff like this, library menus or library files with it, or just not non-serial numbered Contact instruments. The entire 8DO library has this issue where you have to have the full version of Contact in order to play it outside of play it with without it like sorry, words are not coming to my head right now. The Contact player will open up and you will be able to use third-party files that don't have a, third-party NKIs that don't have a license associated with them. However, it will only do so for 15 minutes. It'll have a big, big red demo text on the screen, and then it'll go silent after the 15 minutes has passed. And apparently what I think is really it's kind of stupid, but it counts render time. It counts not render time. It counts render time into that. It factors it in, but it, instead of doing it in real time, like if a song is being, let's say this is a song and it's being rendered, the progress bar is going like this, and it gets done in like 10 seconds. It won't count that as 10 seconds. It'll count that as 1:03. The length of the track itself. I can see where that is smart, but I can also see where that is dumb. In any case, I'm gonna have to have another patch of these, aren't I? In any case, I find that it is easier on my sanity to just get the full version, which I realize is like shelling out. Is it still $500? Contact 8. They have Contact 8 now. The update is $100. It's not $500, the full version. It is $300. Which, seeing how long it's gone and how much use it gets, it makes a lot more sense than the Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo! Sorry. And that's even more money. It's $500 out of our pockets. Yippee! Bro's crashing out a little bit. Oh, this I want to add to this. Interesting. Let's go back to piano book for a little bit. Actually, wasn't there something else? Something recently that I had. It's not Sequus. Although Sequus wouldn't be bad. Slowed Sequus. Like the color theme you have in FL. Thank you. I was trying to match along with the kind of blue of my Techno Cinema logo. Then we got a choir here. Forget which one. It's the one I wanted. Let's try Lacrimosa. 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 $500 out of our pockets, but their stocks only go up a few dollars on a good day, especially in this economy. Sorry, I don't want to get into that here. It's bad, but I don't want to get into that here. This is a safe space. I'm just waiting for this to load. Oh yeah, by the way, we have a join button now. Essentially, I have a group of channels in my... Oh, there it goes. In my server that are related to, you know, member access content. That is what a little member perk is for. It's also there for people who I'm pretty sure I have this set up, subscribed on Twitch, and then I also have it set up for... Am I not live on Twitch? I'm not live on Twitch. Okay, well, that's for next time then, I guess. Oh. At least that's not the worst technical difficulty I've had in my life. I have had many. Essentially, yeah, it's for people who, you know, they join the channel here on YouTube, they subscribe on Twitch, or they boost the server in my Discord server. The Discord server, by the way, the link, I'm pretty sure it's still down below in the description of this stream video. I'm already kind of filling it up. There's like early screenshots of like the, you know, some parts of Avastera that in the safe house that I'm revamping. Bits and pieces of it are going to be improved. But until then, we have music. Let me... Oh, by the way, Jordan's been in the background. She is currently feeding the cat. We got this cat this month. Actually, we got him on April Fools. The screwed up thing about how we acquired him We were gonna adopt him on the Saturday before that. We but they told us they still had to fix him. They fixed him on Tuesday, on April Fool's Day. April Fools, your balls are gone. But anyway, he is such a sweetheart though. He has big emotions. He very excite. He is our fluffy son. And I may or may not I may or may not send like pics every now and then in the Mattercell server, the Discord server. Until then. Oh yeah, the choir. I like it, but it's not necessarily. Oh, that's better. Okay, that's actually better. Lacrimosa. So, see ya. Maybe just have... Got a little sidetracked. I still haven't found a decent accompaniment for this French horn, I don't think. I also may have to cut this off halfway after I get this done, this last bit here. Because it is nearing dinner time. Well, shit, I just got goosebumps with that preview. Aw. Thank you so much. Let's see how this... What's 2 do? What's 3 do? What does 11 do? Exactly what I thought it did. Awesome. Oops. Huh. I just thought of a neat little idea. Or was it Contact? It was Evolve Mellow Padding. And then kind of just perfect. Little tiny little accompaniment there. Pan it to the other side. Now I can add maybe. Since it sounds like something out of the old Sonic games, perhaps. Let me. Higher octave. I know that's not the same patch. I know. But it was fun to do anyway. And it's the easiest thing to do because it's literally 3 different sets of literally 3 different sets of very easy chords. Not the original previous then. Yes, it is. That makes sense. But this is an edited version of the preset Spiral Ballad from this baby right here, the Hydrosynth Explorer. I've had so much fun with this this brick of a creature. I love it so much. Let me... Let me just give this a little record. Ah, crap. I forgot. Oh, there's so much noise, so much static. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do those two again. This time I'm going to pay attention to the... Whoa. What the hell happened there? Okay, maybe I won't touch that. Fine. Okay, next step. Pattern 18. Get out of here. Pattern 18 and start recording. Not audio from a playlist. In fact, we're going to turn these boys off now that we're done with them. Actually, no. We're going to record everything. We're going to record everything. Everything. It's not recording. I am driving myself up the wall. Perfect. That way, now I have an actually baked recording of my my automation there. I probably could have done that without needing to record an automation to the automation, you know, clip. But that's fine. See, my issue with this is now it's clashing. You got that wow, wow, wow mixing in with wah, wah. See what I'm getting at? I'm probably explaining it really crudely. But you've got the... And then you've got... I'm actually going to try that again. I'm actually going to try this again. Just record the audio. And I'm going to increase the attack of this by... by a good margin. That sounds right. Oh! What's happening there? Okay. Let's do it. Let's... The hell happened? Oh. That's what happened. I'm a giant idiot. Now let's try that again. Didn't work. Perfect. Delete those two. Disable those. And now we've got this. What was that? Is a stray sound effect in there? What's going on? Oh. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was the original pattern. Last thing I'm going to do tonight is the high end. The high end being this. Ah! Ah! that was loud. I'm sorry. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to mess with the envelope. We want to have no sustain, no hold, just decay and release. A smaller decay. And then delay it. Lay it with replica. Vintage digital setting. Straight. Yeah. Let me turn that down because it's so loud. Oh my goodness. What DAW is this? This is FL Studio. Let me see if I can. Okay, now I have that routed. Let's do a quick, easy, painless stereo enhancer. Subtle setting. Maybe a little more. Very quick. Oh wait, that's right. I had a timpani preset. I had a timpani already. Where is that? There it is. And that there and that there. So it is getting late for me in terms of it's almost dinner time. the next bit that we're going to be doing, probably on the next stream, is the B theme, which is this segment right here. And then hopefully I'll have more of the track, you know, I'll get more of the track done after that. However, gives a moving speech to the... I actually have an Autobot theme. I'm going to show that. I'll actually show that here in a second, but I wanted to just play this bit. This is the B theme. Share that Autobot theme real quick. This is also, you can find this on my YouTube, my Techno Cinema YouTube channel. It's part of my like best of portfolio. I'm kind of proud of that. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, this is just a little fan theme I wrote after watching Rise of the Beasts. Yeah, so that was that. I mean, I haven't used an FL, honestly, in a couple decades, nor checked on it. Not surprising that it has evolved with time, but it's wild to hear how far it has come. Those third-party plugins. I'm using a lot of, like, sample libraries, VSTs, third-party stuff, but it is, on its own, still, like, you know, it's gotten so much better. Especially since I started using it. It's actually more industry standard now than it was, 10 years ago, let's say. Thank you so much, by the way. I um I think that's one of the ideas I had, um kind of just culminating in my around my brain since like 2010, around probably 8-9 months after I started using FL Studio. So this theme has gone on a journey, as well as this theme has gone on a pretty, uh as much of a journey as Galactic Hero has. Um, what DAW do you use, Benjamin? I'm curious, because I know I've used FL, I've used Logic Pro, I have Pro Tools. Um, that one's that one sure is a DAW. Cubase, that is commendable. I know a few people who use Cubase. But yeah, Pro Tools, it's like, hey, this is the one that everyone's using in the industry. You better use it or you're not gonna be in the industry. um, and I'm just sitting here, like, I know how to use it. I'm certified. I took classes to get certified in it, to use it as an operator. And however, I just stick to my little FL with my, my little baby's first DAW, just to be like, it's what I know, but I can branch out anytime I want to. Reaper seems the way to go. That's what I'm hearing. Reaper is also one that I've heard, um I know Corey Adkins has that. That's what he uses to edit his vocals and stuff and mix. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave it today. Um, hopefully within this, hopefully within next couple of days, I'll be online again. We'll continue this behemoth of a project. But until then, dinner awaits for me. I will be seeing you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. Remember, we got a join button now. These are the perks here. We've got a starting assortment of pretty, sneak peek stuff in the Discord server for those who join, for those who subscribe to the channel, and for those who server boost in the Discord server. And of course, the link to that server, I believe, is down below in the description of this live stream. Thank you all for coming. In any case, have a great day.